Welcome to DIY with Diamond Tack Co. In this video, we'll be going over how to make an 8-strand mule tape halter. Don't forget to like and subscribe and check us out at diamondtackco.com. We'll start by cutting 4 strands at 11.5 feet and placing a knot at the 5-foot mark. This 5-foot mark will be our right cheek piece and our pull strap. We'll then cut another 4 strands at 10 feet and we'll put a knot at 3 foot 6 inches. This 3 foot 6 inch mark will be our right chin piece. Our first braid will be our 8-strand flat braid for our noseband, and we'll braid that out to 1 foot. We'll then clip that longer section out of the way and move into our left chin piece. We'll braid our chin piece out in a 4-strand round braid for 7 inches, clip that, and we'll then move back over to our 3.5 foot section and we'll braid out another 7-inch round braid for our right chin piece. Before we move on, we'll want to find the center of our noseband just to double check that both of our chin pieces are the same length. We'll then take 2 strands from the left chin piece and 2 strands from the right chin piece and continue down with another 4-strand round braid to create our lead rope tie loop. We'll braid that down for 8 inches. Right where our chin piece meets our lead rope tie loop, we're going to want to make 2 little keyed holes out of some slack we pull back through. 2 of our tails from the lead rope tie loop will go through one hole, and the other 2 from the lead rope tie loop will go through the other hole. We'll go ahead and flip that halter back over to the other side. We'll take our slack out of all of that extra rope that we pulled through, and then we'll add all of our strands back together to make a doubled up 4-strand braid. We'll continue this braid for 4 inches, where we're going to split up those 8 strands back into 2 groups of 4, and again create 2 4-strand round braids. We'll braid both of these sections out for about 2 inches, and then we will do an overhand knot or a crown knot if you prefer to finish this section. Just make sure that you get all the slack out of that knot. As long as your knots are pulled tight, you don't actually have to cut and burn any of them. You can leave them as is and they will stay. We'll then move back up to those 4 strands that we had previously clipped after we had braided our noseband. Your cheek pieces can vary between 8 to 10 inches for a standard horse halter. Here I'm doing a 9.5 inch cheek piece with another 8 inches braided out for the pull tie loop. At that 9.5 inch mark, I'm going to go ahead and make 2 more keyholes where I'll slide 2 tails through. The 2 tails that aren't threaded through will go on either side of your braided piece just to keep it nice and snug. Here's also another example of how you can use your forceps to create that hole in that tight area. Grab your slack and pull it through. We'll then braid out another 18 to 19 inches, sliding it through our jaw piece. We'll clip that, and then we'll move back up into our right cheek piece. We'll braid out that right cheek piece, and before we move on, we'll just double check with the left cheek piece just to make sure they're the same length. We'll then add all 8 strands back together for another doubled up 4-strand braid. We'll braid up like that between 4 to 6 inches, and then we will take the shortest of the strands, flip them up and out of the way, and then continue with a regular 4-strand braid. You can finish this with a regular overhand knot, but it will tend to be a little bit bulkier than the crown knot. You can braid your pull strap out between 30 to 36 inches depending on the length that you personally like it. If you do choose to finish this with a crown knot, you will have to cut and burn it. These knots do not stay by themselves unless you braid them back into themselves. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments and I'll do my best to get back to you. You can find us on all of our socials listed here, and you can also find us at diamondtackco.com.